What happens when an elderly widow confronts President Trump at a border security rally, her trembling voice challenging his new wall expansion? President Trump steps onto the stage at a bustling border security rally, greeted by a sea of supporters waving signs and chanting his name. He's here on a surprise visit to inspect the latest progress on the border wall, a cornerstone of his renewed administration. The crowd roars as he adjusts the microphone, his familiar golden hair catching the lights, ready to address the nation on securing the southern border. Security details line the edges, and local officials stand nearby, nodding as he begins. Folks, we're building the greatest wall, the best wall, and it's happening fast. Jobs, safety, it's all coming together, he declares, his voice booming with confidence. The audience cheers, but the energy shifts as a figure near the front catches his eye. An elderly woman in a wheelchair, surrounded by a small group, raises her hand, her expression firm despite her frail frame. Trump pauses, squinting toward her. "All right, let's hear from someone out there," he says, pointing. An aide wheels her closer, and the crowd hushes, curious. She grips the arms of her chair, her voice steady but trembling as she speaks. "You swore to defend the Constitution. Why are you breaking it, Mr. President?" The words hit like a thunderbolt, silencing the rally. Trump tilts his head, his lips parting slightly, as the crowd leans in, waiting. She continues, her tone rising. "My family's land, passed down from my husband who served this country, is being taken for your wall. That's not right. It's our home." Trump steps forward, hands on his hips. Hold on, let's talk about this. First off, thank you to your husband for his service. Great man, I'm sure. But this wall, it's about security, it's about keeping America safe. We're talking drugs, crime, it's a crisis. The Constitution, I'm protecting it by protecting our borders. The crowd murmurs, some nodding, others shifting uncomfortably. She shakes her head, her voice cracking. Protecting borders doesn't mean stealing from a soldier's widow. My husband fought in the Gulf, gave his life, and now you're taking what's left of us. That land's been ours for generations. He raises a hand, cutting her off. Look, I get it, families matter. But we're compensating people, fair deals, the best deals. This is about jobs, too. Thousands of American workers building this wall. We're making America strong again. She leans forward, her eyes locking with his. Compensation? They offered pennies for a farm that fed my kids. The Fifth Amendment says no property taken without just payment. Where's the justice in that? My neighbors, other veterans' families, they're losing too. The crowd buzzes, a few voices calling out in support of her, others defending Trump. Trump paces the stage, gesturing widely. Pennies? No, we're talking market value, better than market value in some cases. This isn't about taking, it's about investing in our future. The cartels, the trafficking, it's a war out there, and we're winning. Your husband would want that, believe me. She clenches her fists, her voice rising. My husband wanted peace, not a wall cutting through his legacy. You're forcing people out, breaking communities apart. I've got letters from other widows. Same story. Is this what leadership looks like? He stops, pointing at her. Leadership is tough choices. We're stopping illegal crossings. Down 40% already since I took office again. That's saving lives. That's what your husband fought for. The wall's not perfect, but it's necessary. We're negotiating with landowners, working it out. She shakes her head, tears welling. Negotiating? They sent bulldozers before we could sign. My grandson can't even visit his grandfather's grave now. It's on the other side. You call that working it out? The crowd gasps, a ripple of sympathy spreading as she wipes her eyes. Trump rubs his chin, stepping closer. Okay, that's a problem. I didn't know about the grave. Nobody told me that. We're not here to hurt families, especially not veterans. But the wall's moving forward. Security comes first. We can relocate the grave, make it right. How's that sound? She straightens, her voice firm. Relocate? That's my husband's resting place, not a pawn in your game. The Constitution doesn't bend for politics. Where's the respect for us who sacrificed? A man in the crowd shouts, "Listen to her, Mr. President!" And others join, the tension mounting. He raises both hands, calming the crowd. All right, let's not get carried away. Respect? I've got the utmost respect. Veterans built this country. But we're in a different world now. Threats everywhere. The land seizures, we're following the law, eminent domain, it's been used for highways, schools, same principle. She interrupts. Highways don't divide families. You're using old laws for a new wall. Where's the fairness? My neighbors, a retired sergeant's wife, lost her barn. Where's her justice? The crowd murmurs louder, some clapping for her resolve. Trump leans into the microphone. Fairness? We're offering more than fair, above market rates in many spots. The sergeant's wife, we can look into that too. This isn't about division, it's about unity through strength. The wall's keeping drugs out. Over 200,000 pounds seized last year. That's saving kids, saving communities. She nods slowly, then presses, saving kids is noble, but what about the kids losing their homes? My granddaughter's school's next. Where will she go? You're trading one crisis for another. A woman in the crowd yells, she's right! And the rally splits, half cheering Trump, half backing the widow. He paces again, pointing at the audience. Schools? We're building schools too, better ones, with the money this wall saves. But let's be real. The border's a mess, and I'm fixing it. The old system failed. I'm making it work. Your granddaughter? We'll find a solution, I promise. She wipes a tear, her voice softening but firm. A promise isn't enough. I've seen promises break. Show me action. My husband's sacrifice deserves that. Other families are watching. Widows, orphans. What about them? The crowd hushes, hanging on her words. Trump steps closer, his tone shifting. Action? You've got my attention. I'm calling my team right now. Get the best people on this. We'll look at your land, the grave, the school, every case like yours. I'll make it right for our heroes' families. The best outcome you'll see. He gestures to an aide who nods and steps aside with a phone. She looks up, tears streaming. Thank you, Mr. President. My husband would be proud, if you mean it. He nods, patting her hand. I mean it, absolutely. We're taking care of you. The crowd erupts, some cheering, others wiping eyes as the aide returns, whispering to Trump. He waves, stepping back. Folks, we're on it. Great things coming. The woman smiles through tears, her group wheeling her away as Trump exits the stage, waving to the roaring crowd. If this moment touched you, take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire and challenge. Hit that bell so you never miss an episode.